Yesterday has shown tremendous amounts of precipitation and other energetic restoration, as I will show you now. Hail, tornadoes. Of course, not all tornadoes are created equal. Some tornadoes really are destructive, but others are simply funnels that clean up the pollution. At least that has been my observation and my understanding. So when the weather team reports a tornado or hurricane, this should not be taken at face value, for it could be a positive version, which is a cleanup, a funnel which cleans. Most of these are out in West Texas, because I have not reached West Texas just yet, but the work itself does reach. In other words, even if I work in East Texas, it is like if you had released a dam, and the water will flow not only where the dam has been released, but further on. But as we go further, there's been less and less work done, and therefore it will stop. So while I work here still, the precipitation and wind and so on and so forth will reach slightly further, but then it will not reach further. Hail, in my view, is additional cleanup. I believe it is a method to clean all the particles and pollution higher up in the atmosphere. But it could also be a method to cool down the ground. Based on my studies, hail is like snow, but unlike snow, it has formed higher up in the atmosphere in the light ether layer. And that is why it can be spiky, as that is a characteristic of the light ether to create triangles. Thunderstorms, lots of rain, some intense events. I've not been here, so again, this is farther on, the places where I have not worked, the places that have not had soil organite. You could say this is the outflow. You could say that the water and the energy are being dammed here, and that is why it is so intense. More intense than the places where work has been done. Again, this is all theoretical. See, these areas where it is light blue are where I have worked. These places I have not. And they are much more intense. Some sort of tornado. This could have been a real one, a destructive one. Had rotation. Tornado, rain, thunderstorms, hail, strong winds. 1 to 3 inches of rain has already fallen. Additional 1 to 2 inches are possible. So, restoration of the desert proceeding quite rapidly, as I have predicted. More hail, more wind. These places I've not been. They're almost all out west, where I have not reached. Mexia, I have not been there. I've been to Palestine. Okay, and now that the storm's ended, things look nice and calm. It is exceptionally cool for this time of the year, for this place. This place has seen 90-degree weather in the middle of winter. End of December, 90 degrees. Now that we are almost in summer, it is 60s, 70s. Similar things going on. Central Texas, classic supercell structure. I think it is positive or clouds. Let's take a look at South Texas, so Austin, San Antonio. Okay, some storms, some rain. I haven't reached quite down there, but I reached pretty close, so it's no surprise. Bracken bats emerged for dinner. So they keep mentioning these bats that emerge out of some sort of cave. And apparently there's some weird... So I can't imagine this radar is showing the bats emerging. So I think this might be some sort of source from which life energy comes out or something of the sort, and it also creates these bats which keep emerging every summer out of this cave. And again, this is my theorizing, but it makes more sense than whatever the heck they're saying. Plus, they like to give hints and then gaslight at the same time. So they'll show you how the sunset and the sunrise have become completely different, and then they'll make up some ridiculous explanation about light refracting, causing this new phenomenon. Lots of rain, lots of moisture, spectacular sunset. So this thing is some sort of tower. I think it's called an NRAD tower or something like that. Obviously a target. I don't know what the mammotus clouds are. It looks like something intermediate in terms of energy, since we have some sort of transformation, but we also have a breakup, which would make sense because we have overall positive energy, and then this tower, which is probably unbusted. Wind and rain. Okay, looks like it has not been a drought. Severe weather pounded North Texas for a second time this week. Not a surprise to anyone watching these videos. So that is what we expect in terms of weather restoration. It is no different than if you were to dam up a river for a very long time. Everyone downstream would be in drought and suffer, and then when we undam it, because it has been dammed, there will be flooding downstream until things normalize.